What's up? It's Cooper Webb. We're at the first annual vurbmoto bonfire. What, did I not say first annual?
Don't say annual.
Don't say annual. It means we can only have one a year. Annual means like once a year. Like once
I thought you said first annual.
No.
First ever.
Okay, that's where I got a little messed up. All right. What's up? It's Cooper Webb, and this is vurbmoto's first ever Bonfire Sessions.
Yo, Eli, turn around and tell me what's going on here, bro.
Right now, we're gonna cook up a extravagant dinner. I just spilled a little bit of sausage, it's okay. I'm gonna eat it. We got Cooper Webb in the house and his entourage. Maniac, Rockstar James. We're at the Vurb Ranch, and it's gonna be a good time. Coop's gonna show us his culinary abilities. And frankly, I can't wait to see it because he's been talking a ton of shit the whole time, so.
Hey, all that matters is, I don't care what we're cooking, all that matters is who's behind the grill. So if you're ready for a wonderful dinner, then I should be that guy behind the grill.
All he's doing is heating everything up. I said already, it's all been marinated for him. He's a glorified microwave. That's all there is to it.
I can't hardly remember what's what anymore.
That's shrimp.
Yeah, that's asparagus. That's asparagus.
That might
These
be
are mushrooms. These are mushrooms.
Yeah, you don't want to burn those. See, you're a master, obviously.
Yeah, well, obviously.
I don't get how you know when they're done. It's kind of just...
You can open that.
Yeah, but...
You just cut a little thing in the top.
I mean, it could already be burnt, and...
No, it can't.
You don't know.
Because it's inside of there. You know how hard it is to burn through tinfoil?
No, this is my first time.
Hey.
Don't tell anybody.
It's fresh off of the grill, one bite.
Go ahead and push into that.
It's not bad. It's not a bad burger. It actually tastes pretty good.
It's definitely better than James.
It is, honestly, it's better than Hanson's.
It doesn't look better, but...
This is a slider. I mean,
Yeah.
you've got 1/3 of a slider plate right there.
I'm not mad about this at all. I don't know why you're so mad.
I don't think it's mad. I'm just doing my job as a referee.
Yeah, I know.
They act like they know what they're doing, but mine's taste the best so far. I'm gonna be straight up. Mine looks like crap. All right, well, it's time to go eat. Cut them off, cut the cameras.
And so we're talking to Cooper. All right, so Webb, from day one, when your mommy poops you out, to your first day on a dirt bike, give me that timeline. Right there, go. What were you like as a child? Did you scream a lot?
I would like to say I was a good child, but I don't remember too much from when I was a young lad. I just remember, I guess I was a little bit of a wild kid. I just remember we had a half pipe in our yard, and I remember I always try to skate it, and sucked at skating, sucked at BMX, everything. And then my buddy brought over a dirt bike one day, and I told him I knew how to ride it, and I had no idea. And I just put on a bicycle helmet, and I actually hit a palm tree.
You hit a palm tree? This
Yeah.
was in North Carolina?
Yeah, North Carolina. Backyard.
So did you hit a palm tree with your
So
bicycle
it- so
helmet
yeah,
or
like-
yourself?
Yeah, well, we thought I got knocked out, but went to the hospital, and I was fine.
So did the hospital tell you you didn't get knocked out?
Well,
Because
I
at
guess
one
I
point
was
when you were
acting
not
fine.
moving.
I don't.
So had you
Don't
lost
remember much.
consciousness? Because if you've lost consciousness, I'm no doctor or anything, but I'm pretty sure that when you've actually lost consciousness, you've been knocked out.
I mean, I've
And
lost
if you were on a
consciousness several
motorcycle and hit a palm tree with one of those Walmart foam bicycle helmets, you probably got knocked out.
Yeah.
All right, so Monster Cup. That was your first Supercross race as a professional. You rode a 450. Were you nervous going into that?
I was a little nervous when obviously it was my first ever Supercross, so I was already had some nerves built up. And then when I look to my left and I see Villo and Stewart and to my right, you got Dungeon Barsha and all these guys. You're like, wow, like
It's real. It's
Yeah.
real now. Yep.
you don't get any better than this. So first one, yeah, I was a little nervous, but once I kind of got out there and started racing with them, it's like I felt like I belonged. But I thought it was super fun. I haven't had honestly that much fun on a dirt bike in a while racing, because obviously outdoors you're racing, but they're gnarly. And
Do you think you had so much fun racing because, not only because the track was fun, but because you weren't putting pressure on yourself?
yeah, I think, yeah, just because I had no expectations, no pressure, just to go out there and whatever place I get, whatever what I do. So
You just went to ride your dirt bike.
yeah, and to be able to, because obviously, you know, it was my first one against the 450 guys, so I had no idea where I stood. So yeah, I just think it was one of those pressure-free races where you could just go and enjoy racing under the lights.
So even though that you didn't put pressure on yourself, you had, you know, you were just testing more or less, no expectations. You were nervous, right? So how did the gate dropping and then not dropping treat you?
Yeah, that was a little weird, that's for sure. We were all, because our gate dropped first, and then I actually had a good start, and I was like, nice. We whole shot of the left or the other side by a mile, and I'm like, there's nobody on that side, and I was like, wow. And then we lined back up, and then all of a sudden we see all the other guys coming back, and we're like, what's going on? It's like, I'm just like mind blown. And then like it was funny because all those guys, like Billo and all those dudes, were like, are you kidding me? Like, da, da, da. And I'm like, yeah, this is retarded. But
But you
it's
were
funny.
like, at the same time, like, isn't this how it always works?
Yeah.
Like, isn't that how it
well, it's
goes?
because I
This is
mean,
my first
obviously
time.
they're all there, you know, wanting to win and stuff, and I'm just there wanting to race and see what it's all about. So it was like everybody got real fired up, and somebody was definitely mad, that's for sure.
Well, I see that as an advantage to you because they were all mad and you were just like,
Yeah.
what happened? Let's just go ride a dirt bike.
At what point in the revs did you realize this gate is not going to drop? Like, did someone have to tap you on the shoulder or what?
No, well, I was revving, and I was like, dude, this has been forever. Like, obviously, it's happening again. And then I just see my bike dripping antifreeze. All right, I'm letting off.
But it's so hard. It's so hard because it's so hard at that point to let off because
Yeah, because
you let off, you look up, the gate drops.
gate drops.
You're last. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really like, when do you let off? Do you wait till everyone else lets off and you're the only one like, and it's all silent, or you just lift your head and maybe get out of the gate last and also the other gate going, so you're really last. So it's really hard to decide when do you let off.
I would be the holdout that's like, you know what? Everybody's let off, but when that gate drops, I'm ripping this whole shot
Hey,
by a mile.
At that point, do you just drop the clutch and roll over the gate and just put
just
it backwards
J-Lo
and just roll
Yeah,
down,
right
just
over
roll around one of the first turns like
I would
this,
take
like
I would
this?
take a solo
Just
lap.
like this, just do a
Absolutely,
parade
the
lap?
crowd would have gone crazy.
Yeah.
Right there,
Play
you
to
would
the
have gotten
crowd.
so many sponsor dollars, or all your sponsors would get so much exposure from just that. Because the cameras are on you. They are going to be on you.
No, yeah,
okay?
it's not like they're just gonna not follow you. You're gonna go
Right,
do a full lap.
exactly.
You're gonna do a hot lap, and it doesn't matter because it's not like they have the gate reset again. I hope that those sprinklers aren't electrocuting things.
All right, next question.
Podium, Lake Elsinore. Podium.
Lake Elsinore.
Yeah, it was my first ever podium overall. I got a moto in Colorado where I got third, and but Elsinore was the first one overall, and obviously it was really good. The whole day went well, and happened to be on the podium. But it just kind of, it was hard knowing it's the second race of the season. I got third in a moto, and to finally get a podium at the end of the series. Obviously I was pumped on it and everything was good, but just was kind of frustrating when, you get there one time and then it's like you're going to these races and you're just not doing what you're capable of, and so that kind of, you know, started to take a toll on me. But I feel like Elsinore was just, everything clicked. I felt like, you know, I got 2 good starts. I did good in practice. Like, felt like I just put everything together between, you know, during the day, what I needed to do, you know, riding, everything. And obviously it worked out. So I think it'll be good. You know, obviously Ken and Eli are moving out, so I think it helped a lot with my confidence for not only the season, but, you know, for this next year coming up, knowing that this year the 250 class is pretty open.
For sure.
Eli, wouldn't you agree that to get on the podium in an overall in the outdoors this year I think it was probably the gnarliest class I've ever seen, most competitive. Everything has to click both modes to get on a podium for anybody. And I think that some people are more experienced, so those things click more often, and I think that, just like what he said, he clicked that weekend, and that's what it takes. You have to click. You can't get lucky. The guys are too good. Like, it has to click both motos, start, moto, finish, everything. Like,
I certainly agree. Well, and it's like, because you showed up at Hangtown, you get 5th in the first moto, and then Thunder Valley, you get 3rd, you passed Muskin. Then at Muddy Creek, you're leading the moto. And so it was like, wow, this kid's going to win 4th race of the season of his pro career, you know? So, and then, you know, you just, it was a little bit tougher. It got tough.
That's where I think I was beating myself up a lot when I wasn't there, and was just down on myself for really no reason. But I mean, I guess that's, when you're a racer and you get to a certain point, you want to obviously stay there, if not improve. So, but it was definitely a learning year, that's for sure. And luckily I learned a lot. And, you know, I thought at the end of the year it was an awesome season, but just looking forward to the future.
I mean, I think for a learning year, obviously you learned a lot, but I think you did really, really, really well. And I think that your results in the beginning definitely, when they didn't carry through immediately, they bummed you out a little bit. But I mean, you get used to something even in 3 short weeks, and I think that you expect it to continue. But the class is so tough, and to do it every week is hard. So I mean, you're good enough to be up there every week, but it's tough. It's tough, and I don't think you can get down on yourself for your year. I think you did great. Like, you killed it this year. You did as good as anybody could have ever expected.
No doubt. So many chicks are hitting you up.
Yeah.
And you know it.
I just want you to know.
And you know it's true.
Hey, I just
so
want you to know that, chicks are hitting me up asking me about you. Chicks are hitting me up.
Are any of the do any of the Rockstar girls ask about him? Like, hey, when's he 18? Like,
I haven't found a Rockstar girl yet that didn't ask about him.
There you go. There's your answer. Boom, career done. Like,
yeah,
you did it.
I'm not gonna lie.
You already nailed it. Not saying career done, but you know, it's a success.
It's kind of bumming me.
Yeah.
Genuine.
All right, now let's talk about 2014 Supercross. Do you know which coast you're riding?
I don't know what coast yet.
Western Hemisphere.
What are your goals? Are you gonna be pissed if you don't come out of the race and win it like Dungey or Kennard? Are you going out there? Are you trying to win your first Supercross? Like, you've already done a Supercross on a 450 against the gnarliest dudes you could possibly ride with, who you don't have to ride with this time. I mean, you're gonna be riding with gnarly dudes regardless, but are you gonna go out there and you want to win? Like, is that where you want to be?
I would hope so.
Yeah, that was a stupid question.
But it was a sick answer.
Nah, yeah, I mean, honestly, even though it'll be my first ever year riding Supercross, I mean, honestly, the goal is to try to win a championship, and I mean, I'm just gonna try my hardest, and whatever happens, happens. And obviously, it'll still be a learning year, but go for gold.
Go for gold. What would be the first race? What result would you walk away from saying, all right, that's solid? Is it a podium? Is it a top 5? You want to win the championship first race.
Championship first round.
If they're not,
you're leaving the first round of whatever coast he's doing with the championship.
No, still in the championship, because you can lose it real quick.
That's top 5.
He's right.
Yeah. No, I think for my first one, obviously, the goal is to go out and win, but I mean, at the end of the day, I think if I can just get my feet wet and, you know, get a top 5 and build from there, I think that would be pretty solid.
The gas card. You
Yeah.
want that gas card?
Hopefully.
That's a cool, what, $250 in your pocket, and you get a big
I
check.
thought that was 3rd in LCQ. Question.
So that was a
I have a
jab.
question.
Oh, it's a Cooper question.
with a fake microphone, so you know it's legit.
How would you do in your first Supercross?
Did you say that one more time? How would I do, or how did I
How have you raced one?
do? No.
Then how would you do?
I probably would eat shit in practice. I'm pretty sure, like, I can ride a dirt bike.
But do you think you would even
I
go
can
through with it?
adequately ride a dirt bike, but I think if I got on a Supercross track that I've never ridden before, and you're telling me in 2 practices, oh, hey, learn all the sections right now, and you have to set a fast lap time, or it's 3 practices, whatever, and I would definitely, I think beyond the shadow of a doubt, I would fall really, really bad. If I left not in an ambulance, that would be
Your goal.
winning. That would
Yeah.
be a win, yeah.
I
But
agree.
I think there's further options than that, because would you actually ride practice, or would you single every jump, or would you feign injury and not ride at all?
I would actually ride practice.
He would be the first one on the track, like racing everybody on the first lap.
Oh, yeah.
This is what he would
I'm
do.
just picturing him going around.
No, this
around
is him.
right now.
A1 450C practice.
Oh, he's riding a 450 too.
Oh yeah, I mean 125 or
I would
450.
ride 450.
ride a 252 stroke in the 450 class.
He's gonna
No.
Okay.
just, when everybody's doing starts, he's just gonna go. And the AMA guy's gonna be pissed off. He's just gonna be going, wheels on the ground. He's gonna jump everything.
Whoa.
Whoever, I don't know
Okay.
who his mechanic. It'd probably be his girlfriend would be, or a girl would be his mechanic.
Would it be a girl
When-
that he has a crush on but still won't date him? Or would it just be a girl that's actually
I
dating
think
him?
it'd be
We're
a
talking about me
girl
right now?
out of the crowd that he's like, hey, you, come here.
But would he close?
That would be the ultimate goal. If
Yeah.
I were to do that, then yeah.
He would, like I said, he would jump everything wheels on the ground and then be first on the, like, what's it called, the board?
Yeah, the score tower.
The score tower, and his chick would get a picture
I was
and
just gonna
Instagram
say,
it.
get an Instagram
Yeah.
photo. Yes.
I've always wanted one of those too. I agree
Yeah.
with you.
And
I would do
say,
that.
so proud of, I don't know if you would be dating, but so proud of Eli, he's first on the board.
Hey, I would not do a whole lap because you can't guarantee you're gonna get around that first. I would just cut the track and rip by the transponder and pull over and take the picture myself. Am I wrong, ladies and gentlemen?
And cut. That's cut. That's cut right there. Just fade to black after "Am I wrong," ladies and gentlemen? All right, I think we're done.